politics in Nigeria is a modern slavery or modern militarization.
We are antichrist, I mean something like that. We'll be unmasking Omoyele Sowore.
At the FC.
Now you are welcome to another wonderful section of Thinker Stand podcast. And as you all know, my name is Vix, and by my right I have
Morex. You're welcome.
So you are very, very welcome. Previously, we have been always talking about religion, focusing more on the Christian religion. Why? Because we are Christians.
Yeah.
And everything you know, you go criticize.
Sure.
So
charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home.
Yeah.
I cannot come and go. I see some comments, they'll say we are antichrist, I mean something like that. So I cannot come and criticize what I don't know.
Sure. Before I remove the peg in another person's hands,
I have to remove my own. Because we don't have peg, we have log, we have wood. Yeah. So we're always talking about the series of religion and how it has fooled people, how it has taken a lot away from people, and now we want to just dive a little into politics. Maybe next time we'll go back to religion and all that. So currently, assumably, most people watching this video today are people that lives in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And if you live in Nigeria, you all know that nobody is smiling. You get one song where Shana Whiskey, I'm just singing that. Boys are not smiling. Nobody is Nigeria today. In Nigeria today, whether rich or poor,
I'm feeling it, man.
I'm not smiling.
Them go feel it.
Them they feel it.
Them go feel it.
Them don't go sing. Them go feel it.
They feel it.
If you say that it's swag, they feel.
Jeez, man.
Everybody is feeling it now.
Yeah, you know easy.
So nobody is smiling because of the situation of the country. Everybody is complaining that we have a bad government, and you know, according to most people, according to metrics, if we want to say what's the cause of people not smiling, there's only one place that everybody will point fingers to, and that's the government. And who are the governments? Like, the people in government are what? Politicians. So you see, this talk now will lead us to our today's topic, which is what? Unveiling Nigerian politicians. So we want to start a series on politicians in Nigeria. I want to start a series on unveiling them in Nigeria, because we have a lot of politicians and everybody has their opinion toward every politician. So we want to be talking about them, you know, their wrong, their rights, what we are passing through in the country. Is it fault of the politician? Is it as a result of the politician's motives in Nigeria? Everybody believes a politician, if they come, they don't come chop, go. So nobody believes that the politician is... In fact, everybody believes politics is a dirty game.
Yeah.
Including me, say, you can't even lie. So, unveiling Nigerian politicians. Or unmasking
from our big group.
Nigerian politicians. According to our senior man, very dark man. Yeah, Ratel, I love him, so I'm not mocking.
I beg you, me, I'm a Nigerian.
He is not a Ratel.
Nothing concern me, I'm Ratel.
Maybe I'm Ratel.
Ratel, wow.
Low key Ratel. If I don't blow now, I go turn better.
Ratel, wow. I don't go be animal. I'm a human being. I'm a full citizen of Nigeria.
Now this Ali. Me na Ratel.
At the FC.
Now you know it's you.
At the FC. All FC in the house.
So according to him, unmasking Nigerian politicians. And today, we'll be starting with one of the lists, when we are ranking politicians in Nigeria, like one of the least popular politicians, which is what? Omoyele Sowore. So we'll be unveiling Omoyele Sowore, or as we popularly know, we'll be unmasking Omoyele Sowore. So we'll come next week or next time on this series, we'll be unmasking another person. Maybe we'll pick Obi or Tinubu and unmask them, or Atiku and unmask them. So, as you all know, I'm the host and these are our guests, and we'll be asking him questions. So, he will be the one doing the unmasking. I'm the one with the questions. So, what's your opinion on politicians in general in Nigeria? What if we ask now that what's your opinion about politicians in general? What do you have to say about that?
Okay. Good day, everybody. So I personally I feel politics in Nigeria is a system of modern slavery.
Modern slavery.
Yes, that is why I think politics in Nigeria is.
Okay.
But when we talk about politics in general, politics is just a group of people who are representative electively of the whole people, that is taking a part to represent a whole. That is politics.
That's taking a part of the people to represent
the whole people.
Okay.
That is politics. But in Nigeria, we are taking a part to represent themselves, to represent their family, to represent their unborn children, which is a very, very sad situation in Nigeria. But politics in Nigeria, it can be traced back to the 1960 officially, but it has started before the 1960, the likes of about Macaulay and the likes of how our nationalists who fought for our freedom from colonialism and stuff. Then from there, we had the 1963 Republican government. Then we had the 1966 where the military sacked politics and brought in militarization, military rule. Then it went so long till 1999 when Abu Salam finally dropped it to Obasanjo, who is a military man too. Now, the reason why I said politics in Nigeria is a modern slavery or modern militarization is because let's first start by asking ourselves this question. Since we've had democracy in Nigeria, that is post-militarization, how many civilians have ruled Nigeria? 2.
How many civilians have ruled Nigeria?
In the actual sense of it, apart from Babawa Tinubu, how many civilians have ruled Nigeria? 2. How long did the two of them stay? 7 years.
Yes, and that's true.
And do you know since 1999? That's like, let's deduct Tinubu's 2 years out of it. That's like 24 years now. 7 minus 24. So we still have the same military and to rule us. So is that politics? Is that democracy? Let's go further. In the people that are calling themselves the civilians that are ruling us, how many of them were not actively part of the military during the military rule?
We're not actively
part of those people.
I think Goodluck was not part of it then.
Only
him, yes.
So
was Yaradua part of it?
All of them, even our Baba that is there now. So even some of the other contestants like Peter Obi, which he has always denied that he did not work for Abacha, but there are people that are bringing evidences, pictures that he worked for Abacha. Atiku served as a vice to this guy during his own tenure. All these people, they have been there, they've done it. They are still, it's like we are recycling the same
military men.
You understand? The same people that put us in this mess are the ones we are recycling. So that is why I said politics in Nigeria is picking people to represent themselves.
Okay, that's a very top-notch response. So today, on our topic, on our today's section, we want to pick the current politicians we have. All these ones we have mentioned, military men and other people of the past.
Yeah.
In fact, some are not alive again.
Yeah.
But now we still have people that are alive that were part of the military rule. Example, Atiku.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about our current politicians now. And today we want to start with Omoyele Sowore.
My man.
He recently came out to publicly announce that he will be contesting for the 2027 election.
Yeah.
Which personally to me, after involving in a saga that he used to chase clouds. I'm not saying it out of a place of hate or.
You are saying that out of a place of hate, but continue.
No, it's not out of a place of hate.
Continue.
It's how I feel. It's my own opinion.
You're entitled to it.
So,
absolutely.
And I'm entitled to it. Thank you. So I'm entitled to my opinion.
Your opinion do land people in jail.
From my opinion, I feel there's involvement. Or most people feel, let me not personalize it.
Most ratels.
Not ratels. Most people, we're not here to talk about one people or the other. Most people feel like it's involvement. Or most people say, let me not say feel.
Most
people say.
Be proud of it now.
Not ratel. This has nothing to do with ratel. Okay. They say that one of the reasons why he involved in the case was because of his political ambition. You know, he needs the attention, he needs the spotlight. And because if you ask some people now, they will believe what he meddled in. Well, that's not the bone of contention. The question I have for you now is, today our topic, our politician are picking is Omoyele Sowore. So I want you to tell us what you feel about him, know about him as a politician.
Okay.
We are breaking the question into two. You know, Omoyele Sowore has been an activist. When we call somebody like Tinubu now, there are a lot of things that he has been, that people has accused him of. When we go to Peter Obi, he has been a governor, and there are other attributes that. So today now, Omoyele Sowore, the two things that most people has known him as is a
Politician
and an activist. So the first question is, what do you have to say about Omoyele Sowore as a politician?
Okay, thank you. I I feel Omoyele Sowore as a politician, as an activist, is two intertwined issue. Now, Omoyele as a politician, we can't really overemphasize it. Why? Because he has not really held a political post in Nigeria. Now, and that is the reason why I would always say he is my preferred candidate. He is my preferred candidate 100% over 100%. Now, why is he my preferred candidate? He, as a politician, is somebody that can come out and tell you that I have not eaten your money before, so let me do it. I will do it better than this person.
Because he has not held an office
before. So I feel he as a politician has that, and he as a politician has a political ideology that I think every Nigerian should really adopt, which is an ideology of the revolution. It's something I have been writing about since 2018 on revolution. So before he brought revolution now in 2019, since then I've been following him and a lot of his work, even though I don't agree with some of his method, but he's doing a lot of things. You know, sometimes we need crazy people to take care of this crazy country. That is as a politician, the political ideology, and his political party, the African Action Group, is an Afro-based political party. And when I say Afro-based political party, it means that his political party has its ideology under Pan-Africanism, which I personally, as a Pan-Africanist, believe that is the solution to African politics. Pan-Africanism is the solution to African politics. Pan-Africanism just simply implies that Africa first, the people first, the indigenous people first, before we thinking of, you know, now we're having imperialism in Nigeria, in everywhere in Africa, imperialism. They have to think about the interests of their imperial masters first before they think about our own interests. When they want to make law, the law has to first, you know, be pleased with those people first before they think of us. So it is ruling on their own interests. So, but his own party, African Action Group, is African Action Congress, is a party that is an Afro-based party on ideology, which celebrates Pan-Africanism, as he who is also a Pan-Africanist. I think out of all our politicians, he is the only one that we can bring out and say he's a Pan-Africanist. That fights against imperialism, that talks against imperialism. If you ask, I'm sorry to say it, sorry, but if you ask somebody like Peter Obi to give you a political ideology, he can't say two things before he talks about a foreign country. He will talk about Singapore, he will talk about Sierra Leone, he will talk about Singapore, he will talk about Philippines. You know, he has to talk about outside Africa. His ideology is not Afro-based. And what works there may not work here, because we are different people. But this is a man that his political life has always been based on the people.
Okay.
So I feel him as a politician is what we can call democratic politics. As a politician, based on his political ideology. Now,
democratic politics.
Yes, based on his political ideology. Now, it is just an ideology. Politics, as you said, is a dirty game and is an unpredictable game.
Exactly.
So he might get there and not ruled by the ideology that is now on him. But based on the political ideology, he runs a political party that is an Afro-based political party.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
One more question before we proceed.
Okay, sir.
You know, Omoyele Sowore is somebody that we all know
Yes.
that he has not held any political post before, apart from his SUG presidency when he was in school. Then, you feel that when he gets to power, he has the experience to rule the country without having, because you know now, if he gets to power, let's assume this 2027 election he gets to win it. You know, he's going to meet people. They will have a constitution, and he's going to meet people in Senate and all that. Those people are people who must have had, who must have been governors, governors, ministers, and all. Do you think you have the power to control those people and also lead Nigeria as?
When we talk about experience, I'm sorry to say, what has your experienced politician brought to you in Nigeria?
You know, when we talk about experience,
I think
Tinubu
Tinubu should be the most experienced politician currently contesting. What has he done?
But the point is, he has power over his subordinates.
Do you think so?
Of course.
Why has he not stopped this thing, security?
No. When we talk about power,
the military is also his subordinate. Why can't he control the military? Why can't he strengthen the military? Why is he failing? That is one of the primary duty of a president, is to ensure security. Why is he failing in that sense? I'm his fan. I told you before that if Sowore was out of the equation and it was Tinubu and Obi, I would vote for Tinubu again. I told you before. I'll say it again. Zoom it. I'll say it again. But why has he failed with all his experience, with all his power? Now, that is enough reason for you to know that politics do not need experience. To rule Nigeria, you don't need to have an active political experience. Why? Look at everybody that has ruled us, from Obasanjo, from all of them, from even the Jonathan himself. They have all had political experiences. Jonathan was a governor of Bayelsa State before he became a president. Obasanjo was an ex-military. Buhari was an ex-military. The only person that did well was Yar'Adua, who was who?
Yeah, you're right.
So let's look at everybody who had so much experience failed us, and the man who had the most experience, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is practically not living up to expectation, which a lot of people say is failing us. You feel me? So what is now we trying to put all our eggs in one basket, and the basket keep breaking our heads? We are all been shouting experience, and the experienced people has been failing us. Why not we pick somebody that we call inexperienced? That one is wrong. Then secondly, when you rule with